Welcome back to the Wisco Boater channel. My name is Chad, and today I'm going to go over the Newport Vessels Seascape and the reasons that I chose this boat. I am in no way affiliated with Newport Vessels. They don't sponsor this video. They didn't give me this boat. I bought it. I looked at most of the other inflatable dinghies that are in this size range and power capacity, 10 horsepower range, because that's the motor that I have to put on one. So the other manufacturers, I'm sure, build great boats, but this is the one that I chose, and here are the reasons why I chose this boat. One of the primary reasons that I chose the Newport Vessels is because it's made with Korean PVC. It's, from everything that I've read, it is a superior, long-lasting material to build boats out of, and the construction quality on this boat is absolutely fantastic, top-notch. There are no manufacturing defects anywhere on this. I've been over this thing with a fine-tooth comb at this point, and it's just really, really well built. Another thing that I really liked about the Newport Vessels boats is the width of the tubes. They are 18 inches in diameter. A lot of the other manufacturers use 16 inch, 17 inch. There are a couple that actually go quite a bit bigger, 20, 21 inches, like Cat. I did look at those as well, but those seemed overly big. But I wanted something that was going to be really stable when we're out on this, to make sure that Brittany feels safe when we're in the boat. So 18-inch tubes is a big factor on this particular vessel. The transom is a marine wood core with a plastic coating on it, and it's completely sealed, which is really nice. It also has plastic doublers here, so it will take the weight of the 10 horsepower 4-stroke Honda that I have. It's an older 4-stroke, so it's a little bit heavier than some of the newer ones, but it's rated to accept, I believe, 90 pounds. And the motor that I have weighs about 85 pounds, so that will work really nice. Everything is just so nicely done. Again, the quality is just amazing on this. I wanted to make sure that this boat, the boat that I bought, had plenty of attach points for accessories, and this boat is definitely loaded with them. There's a D-ring there for accessories. There are 2 on either side up front here, as well as 2 on the bow. And I do plan to at some point put a bimini top on this, which would mount somewhere in this area, and then the D-rings would be used to keep the canopy nice and sturdy. It's got really well installed D-rings for towing on either side, here and here, and then it has a handle here for pulling the boat around, pulling it up on shore, or if I put wheels on the back of this, this will make this real nice to move the boat around. Up top here, it's got a kind of a splash rail here, I guess you'd call it. If we experience any splash or waves, there is a blocker here. Obviously they can come up and over that, but this I thought was kind of a neat idea, along with having grab rope all the way around. So the rope goes completely around the boat, front to back and across the top, or across the bow. So anywhere anyone sits, they have a place to grab onto a rope. It does have 2 grab handles on the back here underneath the oars that are very, very sturdy. However, with the oars in place, they're a little harder to use, but not that big of a deal. The boat weighs 95 pounds, and lifting it, especially without the motor on it, is really, really easy. I've already gotten it dirty. Setting this thing up, I was walking on it, and I think I spilled something there. The aluminum seats are very, very, very sturdy. They slide into these ribbed beads here. There's a channel on either side. Very nice and sturdy. The airflow was one thing I probably compromised on this boat with, because I was actually shopping for an aluminum floor boat when I decided to go forward with this one, but the airfloor is really nice and sturdy. It's 8 psi and it's nice and firm. I don't know if I have eight pounds in there or not at this point, but it's sturdy enough to walk on, and it'll be nice and easy to clean. The aluminum floor boats are made out of this grooved aluminum, so I think they're probably a little bit harder to keep clean, but with the airfloor being PVC vinyl, I think that that'll be easy to clean up. The boat does have nice draining capability. The floor sits off of the transom just a little bit, so any water that does collect will come to the back here. There is a channel, 2 channels underneath the floor here where the keel is, where if any water comes in through the fill hole up there, it'll come straight to the back and out the drain plug if the drain plug was pulled. Now this just sits in place. There's no screw, there's no screwing, there's no threads in here, so this doesn't screw in place. It just gets shoved in. But this is a one-way valve, so water can't come in. So even if this fell out for some reason, water's not going to come in. Water can only push from the inside out to open up that drain. It's got plastic, rubberized plastic bumpers on the back, really thick rub rails all the way around the boat. And then underneath, the keel is covered with a nice thick rubber strip. You also have rubber strips here to keep things nice and safe for if you're running over in shallow water. Don't really have any big worries. This PVC, again, is really thick and would take a beating anyway. Geez, I got this dirty everywhere. The oars mount in place. They've got quick release threads here. And get that string out of the way. If you needed to take them off, they come off very easily. They stow in place with this retainer clip. Pop these out, and if you have motor troubles, you can at least row someplace to get to shore or back to the boat. Plastic oars, aluminum two-piece tubing here. And I think this is just going to be a really nice, sturdy, stable boat that we should be able to enjoy for many years. The last thing that I will mention, I think I mentioned in the video the other day when I inflated this thing for the first time. This wasn't a deciding factor, but it was just kind of icing on the cake. The motor that I have, the Honda 100, is blue and white, and this navy blue and white, and it will match this boat perfectly. So I'm excited to get the motor mounted on here. That's going to happen in the next few weeks, probably fairly close to when this video is actually on YouTube, but it's just not quite warm enough to bring the motor outside. We're supposed to be back down in the 20s overnight here for a couple weeks, and the motor's not winterized, so keep it in the house. And but when we start to see those overnight temps 35 degrees or higher, I'll bring the motor out and get it mounted and start the engine work that needs to be done, which is just a fuel issue. Doesn't want to idle, so it's a clean the carburetor or a fuel pump, and that thing should be running like a top. So this Newport Vessels Seascape 9-foot inflatable dinghy should be awesome to use, and we're really looking forward to it. So I hope you enjoyed that short review of my new Seascape 9-foot inflatable dinghy. All the features that I liked that kind of helped me make the decision to buy this boat. Not discounting other brands, there were just some things here and there that didn't quite add up to what I wanted. So that's why I ended up with this vessel. Newport Vessels, they're a California company, and they make a great product here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, send me some comments if you'd like to. If you have one of these and you want to let me know how you like it, please do so. If you want to be notified when I post new videos like this one, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time on the Wisco Boater channel. Happy boating, everybody.